From 5 News, I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore. This is your 5+ extended forecast. We broke record highs today across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. For a little bit of context, the previous records were set back in 1989, and it was 89 degrees for northwest Arkansas and 92 degrees for Fort Smith in the River Valley. Well, we broke both of those today, reaching up into those low 90s across northwest Arkansas and reaching up into the mid 90s across the River Valley. It's going to be warm once again for Sunday. Daytime highs will reach up into those mid 80s to upper 80s across the River Valley. Good news is cold front is coming in by the time we get to Sunday evening, overnight into Monday. That's going to do several things to our forecast, but what it's really going to do, what it's going to be most beneficial for us, is it's going to bring in the cooler air. How it's not helping us? It's bringing no rain. It's another dry cold front that has no moisture bringing into the area. Good news is, at least good news right now is that it looks like by the time we get to next weekend, if not next week, into late October, we could be talking about some significant rain chances coming back into the forecast. It's still far away. We still got a lot of factors to work out, but so far, September was a historic month for how dry it was. October has been quite the same, where we've had no rain so far this month, and it looks like we're not going to have any rain this upcoming week, but maybe next week we could be talking about our first rain chances. Again, back to this cold front that's coming in Sunday night into Monday. It's going to bring in the cooler air, but it's really bringing in the cooler air. This fall front that's coming in, that's going to bring in those fall-like temperatures. A couple mornings this week could be starting off into those upper 30s and low 40s. We're not talking about a frost just yet, but it's definitely going to be a brisk, chilly start to the morning later on this week. Northwest Arkansas heading into your Sunday, temperatures will start off into those low 60s. We'll then just see those highs warming back up into those mid 80s for tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Again, cold front doesn't come in until the evening hours. That's when you'll start to notice the cooler air starting to filter in. Across the River Valley, morning temperatures heading into our Sunday morning, starting off nice and warm into those mid 60s. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Daytime highs will climb up into those low 90s. Don't come close for a record tomorrow, I don't think. Cold front coming in for the evening. It's going to filter in some cooler air, and that's going to help bring those temperatures down by the time we get into Monday morning. Here's a look at Futurecast for tomorrow. Could see a few passing clouds here and there. Once that cold front starts to work in late in the evening, we could see maybe a stray shower or two. You see that popping up there on Futurecast. This is not going to be anything in the way of widespread rainfall. It's just going to be a stray shower or two, and that's if we even get it. Since it's so dry outside, need to break through that barrier to get that rain to reach down to the surface. Chances are overall very low. Have about a 10% chance of a stray shower really late in the evening on Sunday going into Monday morning. You probably won't even notice it if we do get that rainfall. Still going to be warm heading into our Sunday. Again, it was a record-breaking Saturday for us today. Now as we go into the end of the weekend, still going to be on the warmer side, but cooler air starts to filter in once we get into the evening hours, and really throughout early this upcoming week. That's when you're really going to start to notice the cooler air, and it's going to linger at least through Wednesday before some heat starts to build back in late into this upcoming work week. Northwest Arkansas in those mornings over the next couple of days. Really the coolest mornings for us look to be Tuesday and especially on Wednesday. And Sunday morning temperatures will start off into those low 60s, and then as we get into Monday, those mid 40s, light jacket territory, right? Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, we could be talking about our first 30s in quite a while since the beginning of this year, or at least earlier on in this year. Those 30s making the return. Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday, temperatures range anywhere between those upper 30s and low 40s. So you might even need a little bit more than a light jacket if you're sensitive to the cold. Start to warm back up heading into this upcoming weekend. Across the River Valley, brisk mornings, definitely. Wednesday looks to be our coolest morning with temperatures into those low 40s. I think we avoid any 30s across the River Valley. Unfortunately, that temperature range between Tuesday and Thursday, right around those low to mid 40s. Could see some upper 40s on Tuesday. But again, it takes a little bit for the cooler air to sink down to the surface. So even though that cold front is coming in Sunday night into Monday, I think Tuesday through Thursday are going to be our coolest days this upcoming week before we warm up heading into next weekend. Look at these high temperatures over the next several days. Northwest Arkansas, we're going to be talking about upper 60s and low 70s, very fall-like outside over the next several days to come. And even towards the end of the week when temperatures start to warm back up, we start to build back in some of that humidity, still only reaching into those mid-70s across the river valley. Wednesday, again, going to be our coolest day with highs only reaching up to those upper 60s, low 70s to those mid-70s expected throughout the rest of this upcoming week. One more warm day for tomorrow, and that fall front comes in for the rest of the week. So you say, Stephen, this is great news. Everything's going right, even though we don't have the rain. It's going to be amazing outside. It's going to feel amazing outside. Well, here's where I throw a little bit of a twist in there. It's extremely dry. You know that. We have those extreme drought conditions across Northwest Arkansas. So it's another dry front. It's bringing no rain chances. It's going to feel amazing outside, but our wildfire risk is going to be very high as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And here's one of the factors why. That cold front's going to come in, and what little humidity we have right now, those dew point values to end the weekend into those mid-50s, this is going to drop significantly going into Monday. We're talking about dew point values into the 20s outside. The humidity is going to be non-existent. It's going to feel amazing. Where that comes in as a problem is that fires burn hotter, faster, quicker, brighter, anything you want to call it, when the humidity is low outside. There's not enough moisture in the air, so that fire is allowed to burn even quicker. Low humidity, especially for Monday, but even Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday. And that's going to also come with some very strong winds with this cold front as well. Sunday night into Monday, really strong winds outside, all coming from the north. It's filtering in the cooler air. It's going to feel amazing. But I'd say our wildfire risk for Sunday evening, overnight is where we could run into some issues. And then into Monday morning is going to be our highest chances to see any potential wildfire risk. Obviously, we can't forecast when those fires are going to happen, but if we do get a fire to spark like we've seen in Logan County the past several days, like we've seen across I-49 a few days ago, it can spread very quickly outside. Here's a look at those dew point values even into Monday by noon, reaching still only into those mid-20s to low 30s across the river valley. Very, very, very low humidity. Here's a look at those wind gusts heading into tomorrow. Again, not too bad. It's going to be light outside, especially tomorrow morning. But once you get into the afternoon to the evening hours, that cold front's coming in, and that's where we're going to see those wind gusts really between 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout, I'd say, Sunday at lunchtime through Monday at lunchtime. That 24-hour period between Sunday midday and Monday midday is where those wind gusts are going to be strongest, anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour, all coming down from the northwest. Burn ban list for you. Not much has changed over the past several days. Northwest Arkansas remains to be into those burn bans. Most of the river valley continues to have that burn ban. We added Delaware County about a week ago. Rest of eastern Oklahoma, no burn bans. And Scott County, still no burn ban. I will say, if you're watching us from Scott County, there is still a high risk for wildfire danger from the Arkansas Forestry Commission. These burn bans come issued by the county judges. A judge in Scott County has not ruled for a burn ban just yet, even though more than half of the counties in Arkansas have issued those burn bans right now. And we're seeing a high risk across western Arkansas from the Arkansas Forestry Commission. So highly ill-advised to burn, even if you don't have those burn bans. Obviously, you have those burn bans, illegal to burn outside right now. Here's a look at that wildfire danger across western Arkansas. Again, eastern Oklahoma has different criteria. They don't post what's high and what's low for us, so we just have what's available for western Arkansas. Every county listed underneath that high risk. I will not be surprised if either Monday or Tuesday or even Wednesday, we see that upgraded to that extreme risk. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying I won't be surprised if we get that. Drought monitor gets posted every week. This came out this past Thursday, and it was a big update because we have some rapid onsetting drought conditions occurring across Northwest Arkansas and the river valley. So what's the changes across both areas? Well, first in northwest Arkansas, we developed now what is deemed an extreme drought across Benton, Carroll, northern Madison, northern Washington, everything you see in red there. That's what we are starting to get really concerned about, is extreme northwest Arkansas is where we have the driest conditions right now, where we have not had anything in the way of any substantial rainfall in a very long time. Across the River Valley, we haven't had a lot of rainfall either, but we built up that surplus over the summer, where between July and August, we had about 2 to 3 inches above of where we should have been for those prospective months. Since then, haven't had much of any rainfall. That's why we continue to see these drought conditions worsen. It's not terrible right now, but it's rapidly onsetting. We went from no drought concerns at all to starting to build some in a very quick time, and we don't have any rain chances in the forecast for either northwest Arkansas or the River Valley throughout the rest of this upcoming week, outside of a stray shower or two. Here's a look at those rain chances. Again, for tomorrow with that cold front, Sunday night into Monday, there is a chance that we could see a stray shower or two. It's not going to be substantial, and it's not going to come anywhere close to what we need to get us out of these drought concerns. I'm talking maybe a scattered shower pops up on the radar here and there, and then we are dry throughout the rest of this upcoming week with no rain chances expected whatsoever. Here's a look at the Climate Prediction Center. Over the next 6 to 10 days, this takes us out to around mid to late October now, still above average temperatures, even though it's going to be cooler this week. But here's the changes that are coming next weekend, or even into next week, more towards the back half of this date range right here, around 20, 21, 22 of October. That's when we could see some rain chances start to sneak back in. Here's a look at the longer range data. This takes us out into really late October now, still going to see above average temperatures, but again, even though you don't see the green across northwest Arkansas, what you do see is normal levels. That means some type of rain is coming back by the time we get to mid to late October. And right now, I would warn you that it's more than likely looking like more in late October than anytime soon. I think we have to get past the teens for the month before we get any type of real rain chances back into the forecast. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days. Again, tomorrow filled with sunshine, daytime highs into those mid 80s, but we could see a stray shower once we get into the late evening hours overnight into Monday with that cold front coming in. And then take a look at what that cold front's going to do for us the rest of the week. Little to no rain chances expected, even though that cold front is going to be coming in. Another dry cold front. Going to be seeing much cooler air, though. Daytime highs only warming up into those upper 60s and low 70s, and morning temperatures between Monday and into Thursday going to be starting off into those low 40s, and some upper 30s will be possible, especially heading into Wednesday, which looks to be our coolest day this upcoming week, where we're starting off into the upper 30s, only topping out into the upper 60s. Across the River Valley, one more warm day, and then the cooler air comes in. Again, rain chances will be possible for a stray shower or two Sunday evening into Monday, and the rest of the week looks very comfortable. Daytime highs only warming up into those upper 60s and low 70s. Mid 70s to upper 70s return by the time we get to the end of the week and into next weekend, where you see maybe we could be talking about some more rain chances, very low chances right now, but they are there the rest of this week. High wildfire risk, got to remember that, especially where those burn ban counties are. Most of northwest Arkansas, or all of northwest Arkansas, most of the River Valley, except for Scott County, still advising not to burn right now, because we're going to have low humidity, we're going to have strong winds on Monday, and it's really dry out there right now. All the ingredients are in place for a very high risk for some wildfires outside. Hopefully we avoid any of that, but we need your help to make sure that we avoid those fires getting out of control as well. Just the conditions are going to be prime for it this week. Outside of that, it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be sunshine filled. And overall, this is going to be the first week where it really starts to feel like fall outside. From 5 News, I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore. That's your 5+ extended forecast.